So good morning and welcome to the Beach Cities Health District Tai Chi class. This morning I want to take you through a class which includes just a basic warm-up called the 5 animal play. We'll do a few stance practices, and then we'll also work on the Tai Chi form. Do a basic cool down, and then we'll call it a day. So please join me as we go through this. And just draw a circle around the pocket like this and roll the shoulders a little bit to the back. And then we'll also do it forward like this, just soft and relaxed. The next is called the monkey, and we'll just turn our waist and turn a little bit to the side and let the arms move as loose ropes. And when you're ready, if you would, just turn out on the heel and continue to just tap the body with the arms lightly, just there. And we'll also do turning on the ball of the foot or toe, just like that. Be gentle on the hips and relax the waist. And if you're comfortable with it, see if you can make a longer movement like this. Just there. Very good. And if you would, also rising up on the toes and let the hands just come gently back in an arc. And then just see if you can just kind of let this go on its own without a lot of holding it. Just let it go. And then if you would, counter swinging is one hand in front and one in back. Just one hand in front, one in back. That's it. The next animal that we'll look at is of the 5 animal play is called the tiger. And the feet are turned like this, sort of pointing out. The hands are resting on the hips in a soft fist. And I want you just to sink down a little bit and breathe in as you raise the hands and gently step to the side as you breathe out. So gathering energy as you breathe in, breathing out gently as you express with your hands, breathing in and out. Gently breathing in and out. And the last move of the 5 animal play is called the serpent, and the serpent just undulates like this. You can bend at the waist and just gently push the knees forward. And make this undulating movement like a fish, or the wind in a tree, or the tongue in the mouth, the ocean. And it's for the purpose really of just loosening up our body, just loosening it. And see if you can produce a sort of opposite direction. This is my sort of example. And just a couple more. Once more. So let's work on a few stances or some basic movements, the first of which is called parting the Mustang's mane. We want to take what is the common or most foundational stance in this Tai Chi practice, the Yang 24 forms, which is called the bow stance. One foot is turned out like this, and the other is just straight ahead. So like this is where the feet are going to end up. Start with me like this with the feet parallel, and then turn one foot out, and we'll call it holding a large ball in your hand. Step forward or bring the right foot forward, and let the left hand pass the right wrist as you transfer your weight. And let's do it on both sides. Hold the ball, bring the left foot forward, and the right hand past the left wrist. And just do this a couple times on your own. Just once more. Now let's also look at the practice of brushing of the knee. Brushing of the knee is just like it sounds. We're going to make a movement kind of around the knee like this is the main movement. The other hand will move out from the shoulder. And let me show you my example. So it's the same kind of turning. This hand rolls back, this hand moves towards the ear, and when it reaches here, step forward and brush the knee. And the feet again are going to start parallel, we're going to turn out into the bow stance, and then we'll go into the move. So turn, we call this rolling back, step forward with the right and brush the knee, and push the palm of the other hand. Let's do this a couple more times. Fantastic. Also want to work on the practice of waving hands like clouds, but I want to introduce the stepping first. So we're going to step to the side several times, just like this. It's very gradual, it's very soft and relaxed and continuous. So if you would, just go along with me. let's go back in the other direction also. If you're comfortable with it, add the hand movements with me as well. I'm going to call it basically circling the hands. This is the weight, this is the wax on, wax off of Tai Chi, just right here. Just like that. Hands circling, and we gently watch the hand movement, which is above, just right here. Once more. Great. Let's go back the other way also. One last time. And just pause with me for a moment. Let's go through this sequence of the Yang 24 simplified version of Tai Chi, and just follow me as best you can. If you're not familiar with this, the best thing to do is just kind of focus on the footwork a little bit, and then you can add the hands as you go along. So just do your best with it. You're doing well. So let's go together. I may say a few things as we go through this just to kind of prompt us to move. Centered in the midst of conditions. Preparation, stepping left. Beginning, lifting hands. Turn to the left and hold the ball. Park the Mustang's knee. Park the Mustang's knee. On the opposite side. Again, withdraw, turn right, hold the ball. Park the Mustang's knee. White crane spreads its wings, step back. Right goes up and left goes down. Turn left. Roll back. Left foot forward, brush the knee. Withdraw and turn. Right foot forward, brush the knee. Withdraw and turn. Left foot forward, brush the knee. Half a step in, rock back. Right hand rolls back, step back, repulse the monkey. Left hand rolls back, step back, repulse the monkey. Right hand, step back. Left hand, step back. Holding a big ball, ward off, turn left. Roll back. Right hand and left. Press. Withdraw. And push. Opposite side. So we just go over to the opposite, holding the big ball. Step out and ward off, much like parting the Mustang's mane. Roll back. Press. Withdraw. And push. Turning left with the left hand high. Turning right with the right hand high. Bring the fingers together at the thumb. And push your palm. Let's just stop right here. So what I'd like to do now is go through just a couple of moves and segment down the moves so you can see the different parts of it. So first I just want to look at the parting of the Mustang's mane, which is a move which is pretty simple, but we've got to get the segments of it.
Cut, I'm sorry. Can you move ever so slightly? Yeah, and then can you move ever so slightly? That perfect. All right, can we do that one more time?
Sure. So now I'd like to take you through a couple of segments of our Yang 24 form, the parting of the Mustang's mane and also the brushing of the knee. So again, the foundational footwork in this Yang form is called the bow stance, where one foot that is back is turned in this manner, and the other foot, which is forward, is straight ahead, just like this. So if you would, take for a moment this position with me, join me, and just kind of put your feet in this position and allow your body to sink down in the middle. It should feel loose and relaxed between the legs. Excellent. And then go to the other side with me also. I'm going to turn out one foot and just slide forward the other, just like that. Sink down a little bit. That's it. Okay. And then as we begin to move with this form is going to look like this. Let me show you my example first, and then we'll do it together. So first I'm going to hold the ball on the side, like this. I'll step forward with the left foot and put the toe down. I'm going to transfer my weight, and I'm going to bring the right hand past the left wrist, just like that. And this is how I would do it on the opposite side. Holding the ball, stepping out, toe down, relax, left hand past the right wrist. So the basic footwork is turning out the foot, stepping out with the heel, putting the ball of the foot down, and transferring our weight. And the same is used on the opposite side. Turning out the foot, stepping out, toe down or ball of foot, relax and transfer the weight forward. Let's do it together. So again, I think the best way to do it is I'm going to do it in this direction straight ahead. So bring the left foot next to the right, step forward with the left foot, and then just transfer your weight into it. And let's do that again. Let's do it on the opposite side. Turn out on the left, bring the opposite foot forward, and transfer your weight into it. There. How does that feel? So let's go ahead and add the arm work as well. So again, this idea of holding a ball in Tai Chi is very common, so we try to use it. We're kind of just feeling the sensation of the body and actually wanting to keep it round, the integrity of this round hand movement. So when I step back, I'm going to hold the big ball. Let me show you my example. And when I step forward, I'm going to spin it. And it's held right here. This is it. So on the opposite side, here I am holding the ball. When I step forward, I spin it. Here it is bouncing, and here it is I'm holding it. Let's do it together. So parting the Mustang's mane. Step forward. Parting the Mustang's mane. Now let me see you do that on your own. Just once or twice more. Do it on both sides. Very good, very good. Once more, once more. Hold the ball on the right. Let's hold our ball on the right, and we'll do it together as a group. Left foot forward, and then parting the Mustang's mane. There. Good, good. Okay. So the next move I wanted to look at briefly is called brushing of the knee. Brushing of the knee. So the same footwork is going to apply here, so hopefully as we learn the footwork, it'll make it easier to go through the sequence of the form. So as I roll back, the left hand is going to be here in the plane of the solar plexus and sort of the head. And this one is going to go down towards the groin and thigh.
Hold on just a second. Can we go back to the beginning of that?
Yes.
Okay, and you pull, yeah, just a tiny bit, but there we go, and then just, perfect.
Okay,
And, oops. Sorry, I'll do that again.
go ahead and also look at the brushing of the knee. So on the brushing of the knee, we use the same footwork established by the foundation of the bow stance. And we're going to use a method of movement of the upper body, which is called rolling back. So rolling back to me is this hand will be moving in the plane of the head and solar plexus, and this lower hand will move from the solar plexus down to the groin past the leg like this. So I'm going to show you briefly what it looks like, just like that. So we're kind of protectively moving to the back. This hand comes to the ear, and then I'm going to step forward. And I'm going to brush my knee and push the palm. So let me show you how it looks on the other side also. So again, turning out, this hand's going to roll back, this hand goes to the ear. When I step forward, I'm going to brush this knee and push this palm. Just there. And so let's go ahead and do it together. Roll back. Left foot forward. Brush the knee. Let's do it on the opposite side. Roll back on the left. Right foot forward. Brush the knee. And do that once or twice on your own. And let me see you do that once. Once more. I know you can do it. Awesome, awesome. Very good, very good. Thank you.
Okay, and scoot just a little that way, Mark. You guys are good. Don't worry.
Is that it?
You're good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and how are we for timing? I'm checking on timing.
Oh, let me see. So, I'm so bad at math in my head. 8 plus 8 plus 7. Whatever that is. We're just under 30 minutes.
Okay. 20 what? 3? Okay. So we'll just kind of bring it to a close in here. We'll kind of bring it to a close. Okay. So what I like to do. Okay. So tell me when. Thank you.
Hold on. Everyone settle a little. Still. Yep. Okay.
So thank you for following us in this beginning Tai Chi class. And I want to, in the closing, take you through a couple of moves of what is called the 8 pieces of brocade. So I'll also do a little bit of telling you some instruction, and then we'll just do it together. So we start with the feet just straight out in this way, and let the hands rest at the side. Gently breathe in, and as you breathe out, let the hands rise up. Gently breathe out and turn. Breathing in and out. Returning back to the front. Hands down. This particular move is called the cow looks at the moon. And I think that's pretty funny. But the cow looks at the moon. So what does a cow feel like? What does a cow look like? What would a cow be thinking about when it's looking at the moon? Gently breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Do this a couple more times with me. And just once more. And this last move is called bend the bow and shoot the eagle. We're going to do it just a little bit more deeply in our stance as we progress through it. So gently breathing in again, breathing out. The left hand turns out and the right hand forms a fist. Let's separate them like you're bending a bow. This is called bend the bow and shoot the eagle. It's okay to put a little bit of strength in it. And then back to the center. See if you can make your stance a little wider, breathing in and out. And just twice more. See if you can sink down just a little bit. Excellent. Let's just close with a few cleansing breaths. Gently breathing in the nose, and breathing out the mouth. Gently breathing in, and out. One last time, just soft, deep, and long, gently breathing in and out. Thanks very much for joining us today.